my God, I'm so proud of her. It is such a beautiful fucking collection. And Night Owl is here to stay, you guys. Night owls, listen, owls are so spiritual. They're very, very deep meaning in a lot of cultures. And I go into detail of why I called it this. There's a lot of reasons, y'all. But yes, introducing the Night Owl palette. Are you fucking kidding me right now? How does it look on camera, Xtina?
Just majestic is the word.
And you see how you can see the texture?
Yeah.
You're gonna be able to feel that texture, you guys. Night Owl. Let me flip it so you guys can see the mirror. This is what it looks like. Thank you. There we go. She is a spiritual animal. This is a beautiful color story. It is next level. Okay. I can't believe I'm holding it and showing it, you guys. The inside is next level. The color story is fucking beautiful. Some new textures and glitter metallics in here. I could not be happier. I really couldn't, y'all. I couldn't be happier. I know, it's all happening, y'all. The reveal will be in just a couple hours, okay? So yes, how you open it is with this feather clasp right here, Star Fam. Isn't that badass? It's a feather, all you do is grab it and you open it like this. Oh, oh, oh! I can't fucking breathe. The reveal will be up in just a couple hours. Gigi, thank you, baby. I know. It is so pretty. What do you guys think of the packaging? It is stunning. That purple metallic foil, marigold ember eyes staring into your soul. Rosemary, thank you, baby.
The clasp looks so good.
Isn't it dope?
Yeah, it
the
looks so
clasp, the black feather. Look at that chrome feather. Are you kidding me right now? I'm so proud of this collection, you guys. I'm probably gonna cry later, but I'm too excited right now to cry. But it's very emotional for me. It is.
So
I've created about 40 eyeshadow palettes in my career now. I know.
wow.
No one can do it like Jeffree, okay? The critics and the press agree. Yes, you guys, Night Owl is here November 7th. We will be revealing everything in just a couple hours. Hey, hey. Hey, that'll be the best memories. Owls are very spiritual. This is such an amazing collection, you guys, and I'm so fucking excited for you guys to see it. One of my favorite shades in the palette, you guys, is called Telescope Dreams. It is fucking phenomenal. Yep, one of my favorite shadows in the collection. It's called Telescope Dreams. Oh my God, and they're also not ready for this. Even though it's very like conventional and a lot of brands do this, this is the very first time we're doing this pan shape.
Yes. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, I forgot.
In 11 years of being a brand, all my pans are normally square or hexagon like banana or like more of a rectangle. The pan shape of the eyeshadows are different. Nothing weird, but they're different.
New experience. This is so cool. A fresh JSC experience, you guys.
Yep. So the reveal will be up in just a few hours. I'm gonna put this owl back for a second because he wants to rest until it's time to reveal. Mr. Owl wants to rest until it's time. This collection is so dark and moody and sultry, and it has a lot of emotion behind it. Okay? So let's go let Mr. Owl sleep for a minute. Let's tuck him away. Okay? Let's tuck him away. Okay, you guys? I know. I'm so over the moon right now. It's like, I wanted to do a cowboy boot and I really wanted to do an owl, okay? Remember, as the brand owner and the creative director, I've been doing this for 11 years coming up, which is mind-boggling to say itself. But I've been doing this for 11 years. We've done trunks, we've done pink Bibles, we've done, I'm thinking of my Rolodex. I've just done so many cool things.
Purses.
Yep, we did the pricked purse, all the different trunks. We've done so many cool things. I really wanted to do the cowboy boot. That was always a dream of mine. And then I really wanted to do an owl. I really wanted to do something fun and different. I did. The makeup industry is not really making eyeshadow palettes right now. Hopefully color starts really coming back to the cosmetic world because it's been a little bleak lately. Yep. We did a velvet hexagon for Bloodlust. We've done it all, you guys. Well, we haven't done it all, obviously, but you guys know what I mean. I got the jewelry box down. We did Star Wedding with the big diamond up front. Girl, you know how much that fucking palette cost me to make?
Yeah.
It was treacherous, but I still did it. I still did it because I believed in it so much and I sacrificed making money. I sacrificed a lot of profit to make Star Wedding, I did. It was so heavy, the acrylic, all of it. My team was like, just do a flat lay paper palette like Jawbreaker. You'll make way more money. And I was defiant about it and I said no. I told my financial advisors, no. I want to do a fucking velvet. I wanted to do the Star Wedding, whatever the fuck it is. And I'm all about the packaging. So I really wanted to do an owl. I'm so happy it looks beautiful. The black chrome feather clasp is stunning.
So good.
And I'm really excited for this collection, you guys. So it's all gonna be revealed in a couple hours. I'm just making sure I have everything ready for Instagram and TikTok. Okay. And we'll all be able to watch it together.
It's so fun.
I'm so excited, y'all. I really am. Yes. There's a giveaway in the chat right now for 1 minute and 25 seconds left, you guys. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Can you put the bacon in the oven while I wash my hands since I have nastiness on my fingers?
Hi, chat. No, we're enjoying Sunday morning. Bacon. We'll do a timer, everyone. Hi, everybody. How's everyone doing? Woo. Let me get my timer going. Tanya with the heartbeat.
See, I like burnt bacon. There may be a lot of people in the chat that don't like burnt bacon.
Right.
Oh, I love it like this.
That's like
where the ends are really crispy and the middle is deep brown. This is how I like my bacon. If you like it floppy and weird at home, please don't tell us.
Yeah, please don't.
We don't want to hear it.
I want crisp and like a snap.
We don't want to hear it. Yeah, I want a crispy ass bacon, okay? If you like limp meat, then you don't. Okay. Oh, Michelle said, let's go with the booze town.
Hi, Michelle. Good morning.
Thank you so much, beautiful. Yeah, if you like floppy meat, you don't belong here.
No floppy bacon.
No. It smells great.
Yeah,
Let's move
really good.
Night Owl out of the way. Hi. Night Owl will be revealed in just a couple hours, you guys. We're getting everything ready on the back end for Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Of course, the TikTok shop is open. Snap up a thirsty lip oil and sit on it, honey.
Yay.
Okay. Imagine living here for 5 years and that girl was asked, how do you like Casper?
Well,
My intelligence just went down a couple IQs. How do I like the city I've been living in for 5 years? I don't know. What do you think? If I have the resources to live wherever the fuck I want, I would have left by now, right? Clearly, I love it. Do you miss LA? That's the next question.
right?
I own my own ranch. I'm not leaving. It must be awful to be on 1,000 acres by myself with peace and quiet.
Horrible.
Hi, Susan. How are you, Gorge?
Hi, Susan.
Literally, you guys, people are hilarious. I love it. People in Wyoming may talk shit about Casper. I don't care. I'm obsessed with it here. It's a beautiful small town full of hardworking, honest people. I love Wyoming.
I love visiting here. I think it's so. Every time I come, I've never.
But
had
imagine
that
you're from here and
Right.
you've never left and you have no inspiration to do anything. Sure, you might not like it here.
Right.
You never left your small town to go pursue anything else. Okay.
Right.
Well, I'm from the big city and I wanted to go and live in peace and quiet in a small town. So I'm thoroughly enjoying my life out here. 5 years, December 2nd.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
That's so cool.
5 years I'll be living out in Wyoming. Doesn't that went by so fast?
Time's flying.
Time flies when you're a bottom. It's crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
We figured.
Time really
Jeffree
flies.
figured it out.
Time flies when you take dick, girl. It really does.
That's why we. Oh my God.
Yeah.
He figured it out, you guys.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh, it is so true.
Yeah. 28, Night Owl will be 29. I don't think I'm missing anything. I've made almost 30 eyeshadow palettes. Wow. Isn't that nuts?
That's crazy.
I've made 30 eyeshadow palettes.
This is so insane.
I've literally made 30 eyeshadow palettes. Look at Xtina.
They're all right here. I'm like, he's been putting them out as I was freaking out.
I've made 30 eyeshadow palettes and they're all sitting right here.
Oh my goodness.
Night Owl is our 29th palette. Unless I'm forgetting something here. These are all my children. I am forgetting one. I don't have Mini Orgy.
Yes.
It's in my closet.
Yep. Mini. Oh.
30.
30. 30.
Night Owl will be my 30th palette, I think. And we're missing Pink Religion.
Oh. Oh yeah, Pink Religion's on over
It's
there.
sitting in my desk.
Yep.
Thank you, chat. Thank
my
you.
gosh,
Allison
yeah.
just said Pink Religion, you dumb bitch.
Yes.
1 second.
I'm like, we're all overwhelmed, y'all. I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, he did, y'all.
But we're missing 3 more.
Oh, Scorpio. Oh my
God,
God.
sorry you guys. I've had a really late morning.
We are...
I've had a really, really wild morning. Okay, let me go through all my palettes.
There it is.
There it is.
There it is.
Ready for this, Star Fam?
This is so cool. Yeah, the wedding pallette's here, everybody.
Obviously,
right there.
I'm not a fucking idiot.
Yeah, it's right. It's there.
Okay, thank you. Okay, let me move some samples. Okay, so here we go, you guys. These are all my palettes I've ever created. Pink Religion. Okay. Blood Sugar, Blue Blood, Blood Money, Conspiracy, Cowgirl Queen, Pink Religion, Gold Blooded. Excuse all my chords. I don't really care right now. Okay. Gold Blooded, Gothic Beach, Banana Fetish, Cotton Candy Queen, Alien, Beauty Killer 2, my very first palette, Beauty Killer, Cremated, Jawbreaker, Star Wedding, Psychedelic Circus, Orgy 2, the original OG, Androgyny, my second ever palette, Thirsty, Bloodlust, Pricked, Scorpio, Mini Breaker, Blood Sugar Mini, Mini Controversy, Weirdo, Lollipop Killer, and of course, Mini Orgy, which is not here. These are all my palettes. My 32nd palette comes out today. Where's the big Jawbreaker? Maybe you should open your eyes. It's clearly right there. I don't mean that in a mean way. I'm just saying it's literally right in front of your fucking eyes. All right. All right. So this is over 30 palettes as a brand.
Oh, that's so cool. That is so amazing.
Yep.
You guys, look how beautiful this is laid out too.
Isn't that
Look at this
insane?
artistry. Oh.
Yep. I have created so many palettes. Isn't that cool? These are all of my bodies of work, you guys. All of them. Okay? I know. From Psychedelic Circus to Star Wedding, to Gothic Beach, to the famous trunks that changed the entire beauty industry.
Oh,
Isn't that wild?
I remember seeing those for the first time and just thinking that.
All right, you guys, these are all of them. I know, yeah. Can you block Kelly? She's disgusting.
Got it.
Thank you. These are all my palettes I've ever created. Isn't that wild, you guys? Every single mini, every single palette I've ever created. Yep. Oh, there she is. She's disgusting.
Found her.
Yes, you guys, look at all my palettes. These are every single palette that I have created as a brand, okay? Not a collab, not with anybody else. This is my brand. I have created every single moment here.
Yep. It's amazing.
You guys, that doesn't count. Blood Sugar that was white is the exact same colors, okay? That's not a new palette in my eyes, okay? Thank you. I know what you guys are talking about. That's not a new palette, okay? So no, I'm not forgetting them. I chose not to put them out here. I did Blood Sugar as a limited edition 5-year anniversary collection, and I changed the packaging white. That's not a new palette to me. That's a color. That's the same exact palette. That's like a vinyl with a different cover, okay? That doesn't make the vinyl new.
Yeah.
It makes the songs the exact same, okay? Yeah. Yes, I know. I'm aware that me and Shane made too many controversies. Remember, I was there. Hi, I broke all the records in the cosmetic industry. I'm aware, y'all. I know. The green shade called Put It Back. Remember, that was my idea, by the way. Thank you. That was my idea to do that. I think people forget I'm the creative genius.
Right.
And that's okay. So yes, you guys, this is every single thing. I think before we reveal Night Owl, I'm just gonna show them off really quickly.
Yeah.
The very first palette I ever created is called Beauty Killer.
Oh, hi, Chris.
Very, very simple times. This came out 2016, I believe. You'd have to look at the YouTube reveal, I have no idea. I can't remember now, we're 11 years in. I think this came out 2016. Is what my memory is telling me, and I have a pretty great photographic memory. This was my very, very first palette ever. I made the pans massive. I remember the manufacturer telling me, people are never gonna hit pan on this, and they did.
I hit pan on
Oh,
puppies.
people, yeah. On Courtney and China White, people hit pan all the time.
I did.
So let's talk about this. Do you wanna know why the shade's called Courtney? I want to know if anyone has any questions 11 years later.
I don't know why, but I think.
You're probably not going to get it.
Right.
Okay, why do you think so?
What is it?
The what? You're kidding,
I don't
right?
know. That was my guess.
Spelled with a C?
Oh.
You think I would name a shade off of a reality show, idiot? Come on.
I don't know.
No, you're allowed to guess. I'm just saying, you really thought I would name something after a reality star that I don't respect, that has no talent? No. And it's spelled with a C.
And it's all the same.
Anyway,
You're
let me
right.
explain. So one of my favorite movies of all time is with Rose McGowan, and it's called Jawbreaker.
Oh, Jeffree.
Her character is called Courtney. So while I was naming, I'm blunt, y'all. Okay. While I was naming this palette, I was watching. It has nothing to do with Courtney Love, y'all, at all.
Jawbreaker. That makes sense.
So the movie is called Jawbreaker. It features Rose McGowan and Marilyn Manson. Okay. And while I was naming this palette, Rich Bitch, Vanity. So Vanity's tattooed on my wrist right here. I've had Vanity tattooed on my wrist for a very long time. One of my first tattoos ever. So I was sitting there naming the palette in my little apartment, and Jawbreaker was playing in the background. And she was like, God damn it, Courtney. And I was just like, this is such a Courtney shade from the movie. So that's where that originated from.
That's so cool.
Okay. Yeah, and this was my very, very first palette ever. Very, very simple, very cute, very sleek with the gold inside. I wanted the inside, I want it to be Jeffree Star pink, and then when you look at it from the outside, it looks like a Willy Wonka ticket in there. So I wanted that gold metallic to show.
It's so cool.
I know.
I love this palette. I loved it.
Christina gave the answer of, I just met Jeffree. I'm like, how long have you known me? I don't respect any reality star. I'm crying.
Guessing, I don't remember. That was
Okay,
so
so this was the first palette ever. Ever. I then followed it up with androgyny. Androgyny is one of my favorite words. You see that TM symbol? Yes, I own the word androgyny for cosmetics. I do. I wanted this to have a little more of a lizard type reptilian feel with the elegant gold border. And I thought that this palette was so fun and different. Yeah. Remember, these pan sizes are massive, okay? Massive. So androgyny is that girl. This is like memory lane. Oh, the shades Safe Word and Charm. Deja Vu, so Dominatrix. Great. I named this shade after my liquid lip, Dominatrix, right here, of course. That chocolate brown that's been there forever, okay? Androgyny is that girl, you guys.
I loved it.
There's so many here. I'm gonna stack them away. Yay! It's so cool to look at them all.
Right?
I can't believe Night Owl is gonna be my, what did we say, 30-second palette?
30 seconds.
Night Owl is palette number 32. Bitch, I'm gasping. Okay. And then came the jaw-dropping, game-changing trunks. Who remembers seeing one of my trunks for the very first time? I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. I know. I launched this brand Black Friday 2014. I didn't put a palette out till 16. So in 9 years, I've made 32 palettes. In 9 years, I've created 32 palettes. I put these clasps on the eyeshadow. I put it in a trunk, and I forever changed the cosmetic industry. I know. When you really look at this palette, there's only 2 reds. So when people go, oh, I don't like blood sugar, I don't do red eyeshadow. Where's the red? I see 2 shades. There's 2 shades that are red. Cherry soda and prick. Fresh meat is a burgundy red. Extraction is a deep wine color. There's only 2 reds in here. Your brain is tricked into thinking it's more red because of the packaging. Hi, I did that on purpose. Hi. This isn't a red eyeshadow palette. This is a wearable, beautiful piece of art. Yep. Blood Sugar came out a very long time ago, about 8 years ago now, which isn't even that long, but. So when Blood Sugar came out, you guys, it did change the entire industry. It let people know you can have extravagant packaging at a nice, affordable price point. If another brand were to create this, it would probably be over $100. I did $52, and I sold millions of them. Isn't that cool?
So good.
I sold millions of these Blood Sugar palettes, and people still request Blood Sugar every single day, so we will be bringing it back next year. This palette will be returning next year, okay? So then, what could the follow-up possibly be to an iconic trunk? Well, hello, we had to outdo ourselves, okay? I then launched the Blue Blood palette in a baby blue glossy casket. Never been done before. I realized I could change the clasp color. I could do a custom clasp. So you see the Jeffree Star Cosmetics logo hidden in there like a little gem. I spent even more money and more of a budget on Blue Blood to make it absolutely next level, okay? All of this, it costs a lot of money to make when you really put it all together, okay? The Blue Blood palette broke all records for me until Conspiracy happened, of course. Yep. God, looking at Blue Blood, so many good shades. Blue Monday, Entitled, Ice Tray, Blue Blood, Minty, Cullinan. Cullinan is the world's biggest diamond. So that's why I named this shade Cullinan with the diamond.
love that shit.
Rolls-Royce named their new SUV Cullinan for a reason. Okay. Yep. So Blue Blood and Blood Money were next level behavior, y'all. They really changed the game in the beauty world. Okay. 2018 then happened. And Miss Thirsty came into the game with that water droplet moment on the popsicle. Hi, I gave a full fantasy with Thirsty. Isn't that cool? I've also never repeated a shade before. That's a God honest fact. I've never repeated a shade before. There may be similar shades. Every shade is different. Thirsty will be returning hopefully this week. We need Hurricane Melissa to leave the Caribbean. Thank you. Okay. Wow. I know, you guys. I'm looking at all my pieces of art. It's so good. Okay. And then I decided to do a little bit of a different concept after the trunks. I didn't want to run it to the ground. I wanted the trunks to be a little bit special. So as a brand, I thought, you know, I need to do some flat lay palettes. People do like to travel, you know? People like to travel and they don't always want to carry a trunk. So I then created Miss Jawbreaker. Look at my logo behind the fucking name, like melted candy. I love it. Jawbreaker was a very easy concept for me, right? I love candy, I love sugar. From MySpace to now, I've always done razor blades, cupcakes, and sugar, right? That's my aesthetic since day one. And unlike a lot of brands, I didn't want to put it from light to dark. I didn't want to give you a rainbow palette. I wanted to give you my version of a rainbow palette. So there's some people that are like, oh, I want them all in normal color order. I don't. Elizabeth, you're hilarious. That's a funny joke. But yes, you guys, Jawbreaker changed the game. We sold so many Jawbreaker palettes back in the day. It was wild. And then I decided to create a mini. I had never done a mini palette before, ever. Okay. I wanted to create a mini palette. So I did. I created the Mini Breaker. So Jawbreaker came out. She broke records for me. Mini Breaker came out, sold out instantly. I love this color story. It's so fun. I love it. My favorite shade is Oral. This really weird, iridescent, bizarre shade. I love it.
I'm here in LA. I wear the orange one.
Double scoop. One of the best blending in the creases moments.
So pretty.
Yay! I know. It's so cool. So Mini Breaker was the first mini I ever put out. Inky. I'm going a little out of order. You'll get over it, I promise. Remember, I created all these. I know the order. And do something otherworldly. Okay? So instead of making a velvet trunk, which I've shown them off now, you know, remember the one I never used? I've shown you guys what this was supposed to look like, and I changed my mind last minute. And I made a hexagon, 6 points, boom, 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 with a jewelry box clasp, the metal crown logo. This changed the game when Bloodlust came out. It did. It did. The color story is really, it's very ethereal, very king and queen. Such a dope collection. Bloodlust was amazing. Yep, with real velvet on here. No one had ever seen velvet on a palette before. Are you fucking kidding me? I pushed so many envelopes with this palette. I did. We changed the game with our packaging, y'all. From blood sugar to blue blood to bloodlust. The girls could not handle what we were serving. I know. We've sold hundreds of thousands of Bloodlust palettes, y'all. It's truly monumental.
So fun.
Okay. It's truly monumental. I know, you guys. We've done it all. I'm staring at it out here like, oh my gosh. After Jawbreaker, I thought, you know, I need to give the girls all the neutrals in the world. I wanted to create an orgy of neutral shades that would look good on any race, any skin tone, any complexion. Anybody could wear a neutral palette. I saw Urban Decay's Naked palette on the market. I saw other brands creating neutral palettes, and a lot of it was too ashy. How is a beautiful deep dark girl gonna wear a palette? How is someone who's albino gonna wear a palette? So I created an all matte neutral palette that anybody could wear. Anybody can create a smoky eye with this. You can use the powders to highlight. You can use these to contour any complexion. And I wanted to change the game with this. 0 shimmers, no metallics, 30 matte shades, okay? For an industry palette, or if you're a working makeup artist, this needs to be in your kit, okay? You can create any wedding look on anybody with this palette, okay? Any neutral, any get ready, this is the best neutral palette in the game. Toot toot, I'm gonna toot my own horn, okay? Yes, the famous Orgy palette. And fun story, these letters were made. They were gigantic letters, and this is actually me on them. So this is not CGI, this isn't AI, well that didn't exist back then. This is really me with no clothes on and a little G-string on these massive letters that we built, okay? Come on, budget. I've put my all into every single launch, you guys, and I hope that you guys can tell, okay? So Orgy was a game changer for me, and there's a reason why we brought it back, and there's a reason why we've sold over 10,000 on TikTok here. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing, okay? I know, y'all, I know. I know. My gut said, hi, it's time to do green, sweet pea. And in the Blood series, this was the trunk I put the biggest budget in. Before the pandemic hit and all of our lives changed and the cosmetic industry changed forever, I did my big one with blood money. The ornate metal pieces on the side, the metal plate right here, the massive custom opener here. You open it by just simply clicking up. The faux crocodile texture on the palette. This cost so much money to make, and I didn't give a fuck about it. I wanted to give them full luxury, okay? Full luxury. And boy, oh boy, did I do that. I know. Blood money was one for the books, y'all. Look at that. The ski mask palette design, the money sign, the safe, the British pound. So much beauty went into this palette. And here we are, years later. They used this movie in the movie Wicked. Hi. Alphaba is the character name, right? Oh, sorry, I'm going down memory lane in my head. Alphaba wears the Blood Money palette in that movie. Hi. Wicked broke so many records. And the makeup artist used Blood Money in the movie. And I'm forever honored that she would do that. Beautiful. To pull out the best green palette on the market that no longer exists was really badass of that artist to do. So big ups to her for doing that. Blood Money's famous.
It's so cool.
It's next level. Yes, you guys, as the world was forever evolving and changing, as the pandemic hit, I dropped the cremated palette. Now, it was interesting timing. Who remembers when this all went down? The pandemic had started in like March of 2020. Middle of April, I dropped the cremated palette. People tried to give me shit for it, like, what does being cremated have anything to do with a man-made disease that our government spread on us? Nothing is what it did. So they tried to cancel me back then for the 100th time. You can't put out a death-related palette during this pandemic. The fuck I can't. The fuck I can't. So I said you to the industry and I dropped my cremated palette. The simple inspiration is my catchphrase. I'm cremated. We're still using it to this day. I'm the one that made I'm deceased popular, which is pretty wild to think about when a catchphrase is spread across the entire world. Do you know how cool that feeling is? To fly to Europe and my fans are like, I'm deceased. It was such a cool feeling. It's the YouTube era, you could never duplicate it. Those YouTube videos spread my catchphrases around the globe. So I dropped the cremated palette. And by the way, my father passed away when I was very young and he was cremated too. So it was a very it was a double entendre. My dogs that passed away, Diamond and Daddy, are cremated. So it was a play on my catchphrase and my world. Yep, so cremated is now back in stock, funny enough, after years of being sold out. And it's the first ever grayscale palette on the market, y'all. Isn't that wild? Everyone, don't forget to double tap the screen, y'all. I know we're doing a story time here on my 32 palettes, but I need you all to double tap that screen, y'all. We'll drop a giveaway at 1.5, thank you. So yeah, cremated palette was the first grayscale palette ever on the market. Hi. I know. And then after cremated, I decided to just keep pushing the envelope more and more and more. It went cremated and then, oh, trust me, I know my palettes, y'all. I'm doing them out of order. I'm aware, I was there. Remember, I lived it. I've named every single eyeshadow myself, I know. I was there, bitch. Oh, y'all are hilarious. During the pandemic, a lot happened. Beauty Killer 2 dropped. And unlike Beauty Killer 1, I got to perfect the packaging, make it a little thicker, have it sit a little heavier, look a little more expensive. And even though creating giant eyeshadows is not that costly, I still went back and did it again because I could. I wanted this palette really, really weird. Remember, with these ones, you only get a small amount, right? There's only 10 eyeshadows in here, so I wanted them to be massive. I wanted you to be able to do a blush shade, so that's what Blow Up Doll is for, is a beautiful blush as well. It's a very weird palette. It sums up my MySpace world again, is what I wanted to do. I wanted to dip into it. So Beauty Killer 2 happened. She's now forever sold out. Yes, it is. Oh, this song is just so good. Hey, hey, hey. Okay, so anyway, sorry, that's my favorite part of the song. We're at 1.5, I see y'all down there. They said, give me more. Okay, well there's a giveaway, Bookie Butts. Okay. Yes, honey. I know, I jumped around, and that's okay. So here's the thing. 2019 was coming to an end. Okay? These people want to hear a story time. Let's get really dark and sad for a second.
Okay.
So 2019 happened. It was the most depressed I've ever been. It was the most successful I've ever been. Let that sink in. In one calendar year, I had 2 dogs pass away and a very major public breakup with the only person I've ever been in love with. Okay, so let that sink in. So Diamond passes away at 10 years old. Our dog Daddy passes away months later, and my household is broken in half. My 5-year relationship we broke up. And in the midst of all that, what am I doing? I'm filming and creating the conspiracy palette. 2 dogs died and a major breakup, and I launched the most successful makeup palette in cosmetics history, all in 1 year. And a year later, I moved to Wyoming and never turned back. My spirit and my heart were cracked in half. And then I launched the conspiracy palette and collection with Shane Dawson. This broke every record in the game. 1.5 million palettes sold in 45 minutes. No one will ever be able to recreate that moment ever in history. No offense. People just don't shop like that anymore. The world's changed. 1.5 million units in 45 minutes. If you guys don't know what Shopify is, it's a platform that most people use now to sell their stuff. It is a system where you can put it on your website and you can sell all your shit. Shopify was fairly a little bit newer back then. I'm the only brand to break the Shopify platform. More than Bieber, more than Yeezys, more than Kylie. I am the only brand to ever break and melt the Shopify platform. The owner of Shopify is a billionaire. I'll never forget when he called me when we were launching this. And he said, wow, congratulations, you were the only one to ever do this to my platform. You just gave me a challenge. And I literally sobbed. It was so beautiful. It was fucking insane. I think the moment we launched this and the website melted and it didn't work for 5 hours, and me and Shane Dawson and all of our family and friends were on a private jet flying to Mall of America. Hi, I had 40,000 people at that mall to meet us. We broke that fucking mall in half. Was anyone there? 40,000 people were at Mall of America to meet me and Shane. Some of you were in that chat. Some of you were at that mall. Some of you in this chat were at that fucking mall and stood in line to meet me and Shane. It was such a different time in life. This was November 1st, 2019. So next week, this turns 6 years old.
Wow. Congratulations.
Fucking wild.
That's just such an accomplishment.
It's wild.
It's
To
so
look
neat.
at all this, my brain hurts,
Yeah.
honestly. Yep, we flew to Mall of America. The website turned back on. We sold out of every single unit. The pig mirrors, the bags, everything sold out once the website worked again. I know. And then we made more conspiracy palettes and sold even more of these. And then we made the minis, and then we made the second mini. Girl. This was a moment in time that forever changed my life. I'm so proud of this moment. It's one of my greatest accomplishments ever as a creator and a brand owner, is this right here. Yeah. Big shout out to Shane for believing in me and filming the documentary with me. We forever changed the cosmetics industry forever. We did. And to top it, I kept going. And then I created Cremated. And then I created Orgy. And then, here's a fun story. You know what, every collection we film, we do big sets, we do reveals. The biggest budget I've ever spent on a set design and the models and everything is this right here. The biggest budget I've ever spent on a campaign, even more than conspiracy, is right fucking here. I rented out a massive church. I had a famous designer create me the most insane outfits custom molded to my body. Pink Religion was such a success. Pink Religion changed the game. What you guys don't know about this Bible is that the early ideas started out with a black Bible, okay? So this Bible used to be black, and I was going to collab with another artist that unfortunately got canceled, and everyone made up a bunch of lies about them. And the cancellation was not valid and not real. And I was going to collab with a major artist. Serums, thank you. So Pink Religion was not a real idea. This Bible used to be black leather. I was going to collab with one of my favorite artists of all time. They got canceled. The whole world shunned them. And I had to burn every single black book that I created. And it forever broke my heart. Yep. It was very, very devastating. It was a musician, you guys. You guys keep mentioning my old friends. I wasn't even friends with her then, so y'all are hilarious. But anyway, I'm not going to say who. We signed an NDA and it just doesn't matter. Akon? Are y'all stupid? Are they for real? They're kidding, right?
I hope.
Kat Von D or Akon? Are these people dumb? I'm not trying to be rude. Are you guys okay? Me and Akon stopped working together 2013. This came out 2020.
20, right? Yeah.
Me and Kat Von D stopped being friends 2018.
Right.
When she... Are people that... Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to my storytelling.
Timelines, you guys.
That threw me off. What a weird guess.
Yeah.
I would have never expected people to say that. Huh? I hadn't talked to those people for years. Okay, I'm gonna go back to my storytelling. Anyway, this massive musician got canceled severely, and I took that idea and I flipped it. And Pink Religion was a very, very important collection for me. We all know that makeup is very, very important to me, and I wanted to create a full pink story. So I flipped the idea, and I made Pink Religion, and it was massively successful. You can use this as, huh, Mikey? No, sweetie, stop spamming the chat. I would never collab with her. Thank you. Anyway, thank you, Chris W. Yes, Jeffree Star flipped the script. We created Pink Religion, and it forever changed the game.
So good.
Let's see, you are muted too. You are a fool. Okay, sorry guys, the chat's getting a little messy in between all my amazing supporters and viewers. Right. Okay, so Pink Religion happened, it was next level. Then, remember when they kept us indoors? 2020 melted away. 2021 and 2022 don't even feel real. They don't.
No.
The government lied to us, they set us up to fail. They told us to stay 6 feet apart, which was all a lie. They made us wear masks for years. They forever changed and ruined our culture. The pandemic ruined this country.
We're struggling trying to keep our businesses open.
The pandemic ruined this country, and we still have never recovered. So while we're all stuck indoors a year plus later, I never stopped.
Yeah.
I never stopped. I never stopped. I never stopped. I kept going. I never stopped. So then, life kept lifing. I kept dropping collection after collection after collection. Banana Fetish launched with that metal piece. What you guys maybe don't know is that the metallic shades in here are hand-baked in Italy. So I took a new concept and I made these metallic shades in Italy, had them flown to America, and then the rest of the palette was filled together. We did a new hexagon shape in the pan for the very first time. And I kept the show going. I just kept it going. So Banana Fetish was a beautiful moment in time. To me, it never fully got its moment. So that's why I recently brought back the banana skincare. I have no desire to bring the palette back. I don't. It's never returning. But I did bring back the skincare because I have never seen so many requests than for this moisturizer. So it's back. It's back. Why? Because I don't want to. Because I have made 32 palettes and I just don't want to. So Banana Fetish happened, it came and went. And we were still stuck indoors. Masked up, miserable, hundreds of thousands of small businesses closing. It was horrific. And then you idiots voted Biden in, remember that? Remember that? Yeah. And then some of you decided to vote in a senior citizen that had no fucking brain competency. Hi. Remember that? Oh, Trump's the devil. You guys voted in a senior citizen that couldn't even form a sentence because you thought Trump was so bad. No, he became president, started changing our world for the better, and then Fauci and the government created the pandemic to try to ruin him and make him look bad and keep us all locked in cages. Remember that? We sat there indoors watching the world burn down, watching targets be incinerated to the ground, watching riots and people in the streets, and y'all voted in that old man that didn't know a fucking sentence. That was fun. So I moved. December 2nd, 2020. I left LA. Sold that massive mansion I was not enjoying anymore. And I moved to this beautiful, beautiful land that we call Wyoming. And during all that, I kept it going. I moved to Wyoming and I kept it going. I kept it going. While the world got uglier and uglier, I kept the artistic side going. And what did I do? I launched Pricked. In the middle of the pandemic, I launched the Pricked collection with a purse. What brand is launching a fucking purse? Nobody! They don't have the budget, they couldn't do it. I could. I'm self-made, bitch. I'm independent, no one owns my company. Estee Lauder would never allow any brands to make these type of fucking palettes. Are you kidding me? The big dogs want money from y'all. They don't want artistic credibility. They don't want cool ideas. They want to make money off of y'all, including me. So I said, fuck you, and I created the Pricked palette. I did. I created the Pricked palette. Let me open her up. I created the Pricked palette, a purse. Hello, a purse. Look at that, oh my God. Me in the tattoo parlor. Who remembers this photo shoot? And I kept it going. I pushed my artistic credibility and my brain, and I just kept the show rolling during all the darkness of the pandemic. I did. I tried to make things fun for everybody who were stuck inside and miserable. And then people stopped wearing makeup.
Yep.
And then the world forever changed. And people started caring about their skin and their hair more because they were stuck inside all day on their Zoom calls staring at each other. And the whole world started creating skincare and hair care, and makeup sales dropped like this. It was crazy to see the fall. The makeup industry suffered. Becca closed their doors. One of the biggest brands in Sephora could not afford to keep the doors open anymore. My timing's a bit off, so are your eyes. No, bitch, my timeline's pretty accurate. Thank you. No, my timeline's pretty on point, actually. Thank you. I also didn't ask you. This is my story time, bitch. Anyway, so as the world kept suffering, the pandemic was That part. I'm like, huh? I'm in the middle of a story. Be quiet. Anyway, Star Family, I fucking love y'all so much. Keep double tapping the screen. Next giveaway is at 2 million. So during all that hell, the Prick palette launched. And what I'm saying is that makeup as a whole slowed down. Skincare was on the rise. And unbeknownst to me, in 2019, I started creating my own skincare.
Yeah.
Planning to launch it in the end of 2020, which we did in November.
Yeah.
So what I didn't predict and didn't know was that makeup sales were going to be slowing down a little bit and skincare was going to be on the rise. Well, hallelujah, I launched my own skincare line. In the middle of the pandemic, when everyone was slowing down on makeup, I launched Jeffree Star Skincare. Moisturizer, toner, eye cream, spray, makeup removing balm. I rented out that famous glass invisible house in Palm Springs.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yep.
That everyone knows from all the TV shows and National Geographic. I rented that invisible mirror house in the middle of nowhere, and I launched my skincare. I'll never forget that big window opened, the drone flying in on me, and that wind and the curtains whipping around. I launched skincare, and thank God I did. Unbeknownst to me, skincare was going to take off very big. And I'm so blessed that I made that move without fully understanding what was gonna happen with the world. Okay? So Jeffree Star Skincare launches, Pricked launches, Banana Fetish launches, all of these things happen. And while we're still locked indoors, and life is finally changing a little bit, the rules relaxed a little bit, all the plastic in front of us, the guard, you'd go to CVS and all of a sudden there's a huge piece of plastic in front of someone else's face. And all of a sudden we're talking to every store employee behind glass like we're all prisoners. It was the most bizarre thing I've ever seen. So when the pandemic was slowly starting to lift, I launched a couple more gems. And by the way, you guys, 2018, I launched Alien. Okay, I did fuck up my own timeline, but I told you I wasn't going in full order. So if you missed this, 2018 Alien happened. Okay, I will tell you this: another brand by the name of Terry Mogler owns the copyright for Alien. What is their perfume called?
I don't remember.
Well, they're very massive. So anyway, I launched the Alien palette. Unbeknownst to me, Terry Mogler had Alien perfume and Angel Alien and all that bullshit. So anyway, Terry Mogler, before he passed away, tried to sue me. I did not allow that to happen. Me and Terry Mogler's team came up into an agreement. I've never fully explained the story before. So I agreed to stop using the word alien for my palette if they would not sue me. Hi, I'm smart. So instead of going to court and doing a big lawsuit, I called them up and I said, yo, it's an honest mistake, bitch. Chill out. I won't use the word alien ever again. And they said, okay. We sold off the remaining 75,000 Alien palettes in a flash. And we've never used the word alien again. Here's what's funny about it though. I'm relaunching this collection. Not the collection. Let me rephrase that because I'm being screen recorded. Next year in 2026, I am relaunching this palette with a new name and a different color alien head. So if you own this pink one, keep it forever. It's pretty badass. Okay? It's pretty special. Very cool, different color story. So for all my babies that missed this the first round, the shadows, identical color story, but the packaging and the name will be new. Someone just asked, why am I changing the name?
Well, this is why we can't have nice things.
Anyway, early next spring, the palette will be returning. Different color alien head and a different name. Same exact color story. But the good news is we have new products coming with it.
Yay, yes.
We're launching lip and there's a lip product that we've had before. We're gonna put out some new colors, and there's a new formula for face and body coming with this collection. Yes. Let me just say that. We'll just say that. So yes, this will be returning in a different form. Okay, thank you. All right, so we're in the middle of the pandemic. It's finally slowing down. I think we're finally able to not be 6 feet apart. And I just don't stop launching products. I've never stopped. Gwen, thank you, gorgeous. So then let's fast forward, ready? This is where it gets blurry for me. I don't know which one comes first. It was this, I know that. It gets blurry here, y'all. My next 3 during the pandemic, it was all blurry. I went to therapy, I moved to Wyoming, I did Chinese medicine, I did mushrooms, I did everything I felt like I needed to do to get mentally well. And I fucking healed all my trauma. It was one of the most beautiful things ever. So during the time of psychedelic, star wedding, and cotton candy, it's all a blur. It is, I don't remember it. My brain was healing from so much trauma, heartbreak, dismay, death, depression. I don't remember. I'm gonna assume Star Wedding was next, and then Psychedelic, and then this. That's actually what my brain is coming up with. So then I launched Star Wedding. Way different than the Orgy palette, okay? I give you a lot of neutrals and different safe colors, but I also gave you a real Jeffree Star Wedding. Soft grays, bright metallics, deep maroons, and then of course that hot pink color in the center called Mrs. Star. Look at her. Now this palette cost a lot to make. The ribbon, the acrylic tray the shadows lay in, the heavy as fuck silver chrome palette, the jewel. Girl, ain't no brand putting out palettes like this anymore. They don't have the budget. They don't. This palette cost a lot of money to make, and I didn't care. I really didn't. I said, it's too bad, make it. The cost of goods to make this, y'all throw up in your mouth if you saw how much money it didn't make. And push the boundaries of what we could do with makeup. That's what the fuck I did. And I don't regret a second of it. I don't. Let me clean the palette so you guys can see its full potential with all my fingerprints off. Look at her. Stunning. With that wedding ring, this collection is where the wedding proof spray came from and the vitamin C serum, okay? Yep, look at that. Star Wedding was one of a kind. Such a beautiful palette, okay? So Star Wedding happened, it came and went, and then the fall season was approaching, and baby, I dropped one of the most bizarre, weird collections in the makeup world, and I was so happy I did. Psychedelic Circus was one for the books. The most bizarre, abstract color story I've ever done. It looks like a rainbow clown vomited on top of on top of the pans, and that's exactly what I wanted. This was inspired by me trying mushrooms, healing spiritually, and being more grounded as a human. I'm being serious. I'll never forget when I was looking to move to Wyoming. I actually took all the dogs in a private jet, my ex-boyfriend Andre, and a couple of close friends, and we flew to Montana. For all of you that don't know what America looks like, I'm in Wyoming right now. Montana is the state above me, okay? I live in Wyoming. Some of y'all are convinced I live in Montana, but I flew to Big Sky, Montana at 30, well, I'm 39, at 35, and I tried for the very first time. Changed my life forever. It changed my life forever, experiencing the tears of joy, experiencing all my anxiety melting out of my body. It was the most beautiful experience I've ever had. Well, besides triple anal. But yeah, you guys know what I mean. Besides getting fucked by like 5 guys, this was probably one of the best spiritual experiences I've ever had. I'm being serious. And I flew home from that trip healed like I've never been healed before. My brain was just on another planet. And it was truly a beautiful thing. So I created Psychedelic Circus, inspired by my journey of trying things, trying newness. So this palette reflects that. In the forest. I was in the forest with my friends, crying happy tears when I first tried them. Sacred Knowledge, Nature Escape, Joshua Tree, Mindbender, Altered State, Microdose. Hi. Yeah, I was on one during this one. And I love it. And I fucking loved it. Thank you, Angie. Yep. I know. The government wants to promote alcohol. They don't want you guys to have anything that will actually heal you. That's why anything good for you from our planet, our earth, like trees and greenery and mushrooms and cooking, all that, the government don't want y'all to have it. They want you to be depressed, fat, and miserable. It's exactly what our government wants. They've been poisoning our food for years. They promote alcohol like it's candy. And they want all of us miserable. They do. I'm just gonna say it once because I don't know what I can say on this app. But it's true. It's exactly what they wanted. Anything good for you that could help you get past your darkness, they've made illegal. I know. I'm gonna save the rant because I'm my brain wants to go off right now. We're gonna spare it. Okay, then I launched another 3 palettes in 2023. What is wrong with me, girl? I need mental help. And then in 2023, I made 3 more palettes and just kept the fucking show going. Even while the world wasn't buying makeup like it used to, I never stopped slowing down. I never stopped. I just kept the show going, didn't I? And then what did we do? We launched Cotton Candy Queen. This was such a fun collection. Look at that little cloud clasp right there. Me and my Candyland world of castles and licorice and lollipops. I launched the Cotton Candy Queen palette. The Cotton Candy mirrors. The Cotton Candy primer. I know Xtina used to use it because I just saw an old video of you using it.
I still have one.
Yep. There's a really cool video where it's sped up, where it's a.
Oh yeah. We did those. Yep.
That video randomly was popping up, and you use the Cotton Candy primer made in France. So Cotton Candy Queen came and went, and if you didn't know, these eyeshadows smell like candy. They still do.
That's so cool.
Barely. It's kind of faded by now, but yeah, the eyeshadows, the eyeshadows themselves smell like candy. So if you missed it, you missed it. I know. And then after spring, I hit these motherfuckers with a doozy. Part 2 of the O palettes. Part 2, Orgy number 2 came out. 15 mattes, 15 metallics. Oh my God. Right? I know, people. I know. This was one of the biggest selling palettes of TikTok, I think, in 23 into 24, I think. Yeah. So eventually this will come back. This is a very, very special color story for me. It's so wearable, it's scary. The metallics are so pretty for highlighting for everything. And this is where Level 50 Shauna created the shade name Colorado Campfire for me. She named that. She found out what that was and told me, and I screamed laughing. So yeah, esophagus, mealtime, donkey punch. No one will ever have as much fun as us. Star hole.
Yeah.
Pegging. Yeah.
Yeah.
No brand will ever have this much fun. Every other brand, Dusty Rose.
Right. Peachy.
I'm like, y'all are so fucking boring. Anyway. I know. Star hole, bitch. Tell him. Okay. Gothic Beach came out. Remember this gem? Yes, this is a ring to mimic a piercing in your nose or wherever. Eyebrow, doesn't matter. This is a piercing. Hi. And then Gothic Beach happened. Oh my god.
I love Gothic Beach.
Oh my gosh. Revisiting this, I'm like, I want to use this today.
Right.
Wow. I did that, honey.
You did.
Fishnet Fix, SPF 666, Glitter and Gloom. Wow.
I love that one.
This palette made me really happy. This was so fun to create. Gothic Beach, a summer color during the fall season. Hi, all these brands just stick to the same seasons. I'm like, well, what if we had summer in the fucking fall? How about that? Mia's the Black Mermaid in the coffin. Come on, y'all. Come on. Come on. I know.
The eyeliner and the mascara. All
Yep.
in the same-
Beach Proof
Oh
Liner
my
came
God.
out. Beach Proof Mascara.
It was
SPF Gothic Beach.
epic collection.
Wild. Now, before we move on to the last year or so, we've done a lot of minis. So maybe you guys didn't know this, but I celebrated Blood Sugar's anniversary and I created a mini. I created one limited edition shade called Wisdom Tooth. Right there in the middle, it's called Wisdom in the packaging.
What?
Wisdom Tooth, and I took the top shades and I made a mini. This is the mini Blood Sugar. Okay. Mini Blood Sugar palette came and went. Mini Controversy, of course, came and went with the Shane collection. This is the original without the green. Yep. I then launched Star Ranch and Weirdo. Yeah, this was before 02, I think, you guys. It's all kind of blurry, but I launched these as minis separately. Star Ranch to represent my new life out here in Wyoming. Weirdo to give you a MySpace throwback collection. Chase, thank you so much. I recreated my famous cereal throw-up picture. I recreated my famous school bus picture. And we gave you a mini palette again. Okay? Now, my most recent launches up until November 7th would be Scorpio. The trapezoid wild heavy trunk with the scorpion stinger. This palette is actually almost sold out, and I know that once it's sold out, it's over. Once this palette is sold out, it's over. We're not bringing this one back, okay? Nope. And then the last 3 launches we've had, we revitalized my music career. We celebrated Beauty Killer's 15th anniversary. So I launched the Lollipop Killer Mini with all the new vinyl. This is now sold out because of y'all. Look how pretty she is.
Love this palette.
I love this palette. Okay, so Lollipop Killer is now sold out as of like what, 2 weeks ago? A couple weeks?
Yeah, for the week.
We just sold out of this palette, which was pretty badass, y'all. Very, very excited. So Lollipop Killer EP is on iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, everywhere. And we created a mini palette with it, okay? Open Scorpio. Oh yeah, if you've never seen it, sure. Sure. Scorpio was amazing. Very, very different. Very different. I've created 30, how many now? 31? 32's Night Owl?
32's Night Owl.
Wow. And then after Lollipop Killer, I celebrated last year 10 years of Jeffree Star Cosmetics. For a decade of insane products and formulas, the most disrupted brand in the beauty world. I had to bring back a trunk. This one was very monolithic, magnetic, no clasps. I wanted this to look like a floating, artistic designer gold brick to celebrate 10 years as a brand. How cool is that?
Stunning. Stunning.
Wild, huh?
Yeah.
I know, you guys, I'm not kidding. The gold-blooded palette. I know. This is available still right now, you guys. Gold-blooded is available right now.
I used it yesterday. Love it.
Yep.
Love it, y'all. That center row with all the shimmer. Oh.
Gold-blooded, you guys, okay?
Gorgeous.
And now we are almost caught up to date with my story times. Yes, gold-blooded is obviously a very big playoff of being cold-blooded. But we're not cold-blooded, baby. We are gold-blooded here. Inky. And then last but not least, let me see if I can pin it for y'all. So then, this year, what did we do? During this crazy, crazy world, this year, we launched the Cowgirl Queen palette. I know, this app's giving me a fucking headache. It is what it is. This year, I launched the Cowgirl Queen palette. And in case you guys haven't noticed, there's really no brands creating eyeshadow anymore. Make It by Mario, Huda, and Charlotte Tilbury are like the only big brands I can think of that have put out palettes. I think Too Faced had one that flopped. No one's making eyeshadow anymore. It's crazy. So Cowgirl Queen came out this summer. Hi. I did drop this on the ground, you guys, and Rodeo Bling shattered everywhere. So I'll go get myself a new palette here in a minute, but yes. Cowgirl Queen happened this summer. It only came out a few weeks ago. Okay, a few months ago. Cowgirl Queen came out this summer. And what is the follow-up to all 31 of these palettes? Night Owl. The reveal of Night Owl will be up in less than 2 hours. Okay. The reveal of Night Owl will be up in less than 2 hours. And if you're just tuning in and you have no idea what the fuck we're talking about, did you see all the shit I created? From trunks to boots to alien heads to hexagons. So you must be asking, Jeffree, how are you gonna top it? Oh baby, I'm a bottom. Yes. How am I gonna top it? I just keep going, baby. My brain is not done. So what is the follow-up to 31 eyeshadow palettes? A dark, sultry, moody, dramatic, beautiful palette called Night Owl. Yes, this palette and full collection encompasses everything I'm feeling right now. Yep. And how do you open the Night Owl palette? With a black chrome feather. That's how. Hi. With a black chrome feather. Yes, it's 3D. Look at that. Uh-huh. Yes, bitch. I'm not playing games. I never have and I never will. So you simply open up by just grabbing it and opening like this. That's it. That's it. It's beautiful. Night Owl. Look at that purple foil. Look at that beautiful artwork. Uh-huh. The reveal goes up in less than 2 hours, people. I can't believe we just went through all my palettes.
I know, it's so cool.
I'm shook. Honestly, I'm shook by it all. I'm like, oh.
That was cool because anyone new in the chat, maybe they've never seen one of them.
Yep.
before.
Anyone new in the chat, you can now see the history of this brand.
That's so cool.
So this is my 30-second palette launching November 7th. There's a calendar event. If you click my name up there, it will say live event November 7th. It actually says, I see it right here on my thing. Click it and register. It would mean the world to me.